Alright guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And we are back with the Fire Knight series. So we're on episode 3. So before watching this video, make sure you guys have watched episode 1 and episode 2 before watching this episode. So we are doing the turn meter reduction role, and we're going to be talking about rare champions that can do that role, fill that role. So there's only going to be 8 champions. It was very hard to find viable rare champions with the turn meter reduction. And again, as I've stated in my last video, you can actually use Rosin if you need a heal reduction champion. He also has a triple hit. He's a legendary, but he is technically free to play, so that's why I'm mentioning him. He's honorable mention. And also Armiger, he has turn meter reduction on his basic attack. So I might actually use him in my video when I do the Fire Knight guide, but he is an uncommon. So that's okay, right? So some of this information might overlap because there are going to be some champions that are in this video that were in the last video because they cover multiple roles. As I said, make sure you guys use champions and cover multiple roles. That is the way to go. So the first champion we're going to talk about is Siegebreaker. So Siegebreaker is here for his A3, places increased crit rate buff on himself for 2 turns. Then he has an AoE that has a 50% chance of decreasing turn rate by 30% if the attack is critical. So this guy does need to be built with crit rate, but he does boost his own crit rate. So that is very good. And he can also do AoE decreased turn meter, which will help you out in the first 2 waves. It's only 30%, so that's why he is pretty low on this list. He has a block cooldown ability. It's not that good. What makes him pretty good is he has a double hit on his A1. So he can actually cover the multi-hitters role as well as the turn meter manipulation. So next up is Executioner. So a long time ago, this guy was one of the best solo campaign farmers in the game, but then he got nerfed. So why are we using him? So this guy actually does cover 2 roles. One of the roles that we haven't talked about yet is the counter-attack role. So counterattack is very good. He also has decreased turn meter. He has an AoE that can decrease the target's turn meter by 20%. And can also place decreased speed, so he does have a lot of utility. Damage based on attack and defense, so he's going to be very durable. And he's going to be very, very solid for this fight. And he also plays increased defense, which will boost his damage, as well as place a counterattack on himself for 3 turns. So this ability is very good. So when he AoEs, he's going to be able to hit him. So that's going to make up for his only single attack on his A1. And he can also help you out with the first 2 waves because he does have the AoE. And if he places counter, and if champions hit him, he's going to come back and hit them with that basic attack that has a chance to stun. So he is a very solid choice and very intriguing to pick. So while we are here, let's talk about Acolyte. So Acolyte, he is not as good as Executioner in my opinion, but he does have a better turn meter manipulation ability. It's a 90% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 50%, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown. What I like about it is that he does fill his own turn meter by 25% every time he attacks. So that will actually help him out, and he can also remove all debuffs on allies. So he is pretty good choice for Fire Knight for this role as decreasing turn meter. So now that we are here, let's talk about Retainer. So Retainer can also place decreased defense on his A1, but he's here for his turn meter manipulation. So his attacks on enemy decreases the target's turn meter by 50%. If the target's turn meter is fully depleted, he places a sleeve debuff on them for 1 turn. So that can help you out in the first 2 waves. If you are manualing it, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how the AI works if you're not manualing it. But yeah, 50% is pretty good. And also he can place counterattack. So he does cover 2 roles. So he heals himself by 40% of his HP. And places counterattack buff on himself for 2 turns. And that's on a 3-turn cooldown, so relatively short. So he is pretty good. He can make up for his only single hit with a counterattack. So when the Fire Knight AoEs, he's going to come right back with a hit, which will help decrease his shield's durability. So very, very solid choice for Retainer. Let's talk about Paragon again. So Paragon was in my first video for the heal reduction. So he does cover that role. He has a triple hit on this ability with heal reduction and decreased attack. So it's a very, very nice ability. But he's cool because he can reduce turn meter on his A1, even though it's a 10% turn meter. But he does cover multiple roles, so he is very good. He also has unkillable and increased attack. So if you don't have any other options, you can go for Paragon. Crimson Slayer again. So this champion is crazy. She covers multiple roles. Triple hit with a sleep. That's going to help you in the first 2 waves to put some of the targets to sleep. And also when you reach the Fire Knight, the attacks at random are going to go straight to the Fire Knight because he is the only target. She has turn meter manipulation that also fills her turn meter, so that is very good. As well as AoE that can place heal reduction. So she does cover the heal reduction role, turn meter manipulation, and multi-hitter. So she is very good. I will be using her in my video for sure. Alright, so now let's talk about Stitched Beast. So what I like about him is his A1 and his A2 are both double hits. So you can cover the multi-hitters role. And he can also play his weaken, which is the big version. So that can help you do a little bit more damage. But why he's here for this video is because of his A3. That fully depletes the target's turn meter. It's a 4-turn cooldown though, so it might take a while. But if you have multiple characters that can deplete turn meter, he should be very good. As well as turn meter boosters for your team. In the last champion, again, we got Cold Heart. So again, she covers way too many roles. Quadruple hit A1 with 100% heal reduction. AoE that can help you out on the first 2 waves. As well as decreased turn meter and damage based on enemy max HP. Cold Heart is one of the GOATs. If you don't have Cold Heart, you can use any of the other champions for this role. As well as Armiger. Remember I talked about Armiger. Let me show you guys Armiger real quick. This guy, Armiger. So why he's crazy is that he does have turn meter manipulation. His target's turn meter by 30% if the attack is critical. So he does have to be built with high crit rate. And he also has damage based on enemy max HP. So that's why he's very good if you want to use him for Fire Knight. So that's going to be it for episode 3. If you guys found this video helpful or entertaining in any way, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel and like to proceed, then consider subscribing. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm Tyrone. I need everybody to subscribe to the homie Ali Al Plays. And that's non-negotiable either.